Hi, this is Alex of Alex Custom Tech, and it's an unboxing, right? Hi, it's me, Alex Custom Tech, and we're gonna be opening this box. Now, what's in here is a NAS. Netgear NAS that came out about 2008, 2007, 2008. So, you know, as far as technologies, it's kind of outdated. But there's still use for these old equipment. So I just got this. I ordered this on eBay, and I'm gonna take it out so you can see. Of course, again, it's used, so it's not new. Right? It's not really an unboxing, but so it's a Netgear. Let me see what it's definitely called. So Netgear ReadyNas NV. It's NV RND4000. It's a 4-bay hard drive. 4-bay hard drive, like 3.5 so in there. Now, what I'm gonna use it for is that I'm doing some in-house upgrades here and there and changing some things around, and I'm doing these videos for YouTube now, and they're kind of accumulating. So all this stuff is stored on my gaming PC. My gaming PC has 3 terabytes on it, so I figure I started loading them up there, and I have a NAS that I built downstairs, a server rack. But I'm going to be decommissioning that NAS, so I'm going to try to get lower powered equipment and transfer some of the services that's on the NAS that I have. It's a free NAS. Free NAS, I think it's called. It's upbringers running on it. I'm going to transfer some of the services running on that on different devices, and this one is going to take all my YouTube videos and all that stuff that I'm storing, that I'm going to edit in the editing and all this other stuff. I'm going to store this on this box here. So that's what this is. So yes, it's 2008. The CPU is running, it's ARM. It's built by Qualcomm. So it would be vulnerable to Spectre. Right? This would be vulnerable. And remember, everything from 1995 is vulnerable. Alright? So this will be vulnerable. But this is I'm gonna try to eliminate or reduce. You really can eliminate to some degree, reduce Spectre. For this is going to be a shared folder, right? Something I can store files separately from my computer, but I pull it in-house internally. It's going to be secured in a secure place, and I'm not running programs on it. It's not a server. As far as application server, it's not running websites, something like that. So no program can look at information leaking from the CPU, right? The only thing that's on there is files, video files that I'm editing or I'm going to be pushing out to YouTube. So that's pretty much just all that's on it. So I'm going to put on it. So there's no other program I'm going to run right now. Another concern, it is old, so I'm going to have to do some configuration so that Windows can see it, because sometimes a lot of these old NAS, I don't know if this is one of them, but one of these old NAS, Windows don't, I think it's because of the protocol, one of the protocols that was not safe, and Windows just decided I'm not going to look at it anymore. I forgot what protocol that is. I don't think this is one of them though. This is 2008. I think that was like a little bit earlier, but I have to look and see what comes up when we get to that point. Now, so let's take it out of the box. I hate these peanut things. Like a lot of them, and they make a mess. So here we have. It's in the box still. See. So let's just take this all apart. Now I don't have any hard drive for this yet. Like I said, this is used. So, but I don't mind that because I am gonna get hard drives for these. With a situation like this, where I use NAS, I'm going to let's find it. The most important here right now is a fan. We could always replace that in case it's just like really bad. I think it has two fans in it, one in the front, one in the back. Very sturdy, very impressive. I knew when it came out that they were like a lot of money, but this is used, so it's not that expensive now. Of course, it got the plug here. A couple of things: power button, indicator, and then there's a USB and there's a backup. So, like I said, it holds 4 hard drives. So we'll open it. There you go. See? And you put them in here. I don't know how you take them out yet. I don't know how you take it out there. Like you would press the button here, but I guess it's not cooperating. I don't know. I gotta do some more research on it, but I don't want to break it. But these come out for hard drives, so it has RAID. I think I've told you guys about RAID before. So that is written to like, okay, things have 2 types of RAID. Like RAID X and RAID 5, if I'm not mistaken. So it's like data RAID, where you can write data to everything, or you can write data to only 3, and then the 4th one is the backup. And then you can plug another USB here for external hard drive, and you can hit this button, and it backs up everything. So that's what this is gonna do. So this is gonna be doing all my video files gonna be stored on these, right? And that's it. So if it gets used, it's not new. It works. After let's plug it in. Oh, it has a display down here at the bottom. It tells you, what's going on, what's in it, and so I should go for the error because there's no hard drive in it right now. But let's just plug it in just to see her. In action now. See in action now. Power button. Right. So it tells you welcome to the ReadyNas world. Very powerful, fun. But things make sense when it's for hard drive need to be cooled. And it says booting up, please wait. So more likely this has a web application or it runs some kind of a application that's web based, so you can actually interact with on your computer. Web browser. So you say no disk. So there's no disk in it now, which we know that. So I'm gonna put NAS ready disk. There's red labels, special disk for NAS servers, and you can put any side of disk in it. But I'm gonna put disk is gonna be able to run on a 24-hour basis, and so I'm gonna run NAS disk on them. I mean NAS quality disk on them, because again, like I said, it's used. So I'm gonna put brand new, and I wouldn't with disk I normally would go with brand new disk. I don't really buy disk used because that's moving parts. So I want to get brand new disk, so I can go with older equipment, right? If I'm doing something this basic, like just storing files in house, I would recommend this for that kind of work in your business, right? Get an old NAS, because now the prices have really come down on them, and you can grab one of these and you have a secure system. Put it somewhere. Make sure you put it somewhere you won't only want to have access to it, right? Because again, it is old, so you really wouldn't do anything with it other than just doing some kind of a file sharing thing, right? And put brand new NAS, put brand new hard drives in them, brand new ones. And that's all I gotta say about this. So I'm excited about this project, the new project that I'm doing for it in my house. I do that every year. Play around with my server rack and change things out and do some maintenance and stuff like that to keep it up to date. And removing some of the services off of the NAS box that I built, and distributing some of the work on smaller boxes that is dedicated to like one thing will be good. Mainly that server downstairs, and I should run a program called FreeNAS. I should talk about that in the future. It's doing multiple things, right? So I'm going to really build a newer one, because that one is an older computer too, and I need to upgrade. But I want to decommission that computer, and I want to take some of the programs off of there and running. Not all of them, but some of them, and run separately. And this, I'm going to buy another one of these. Not exactly this one. Another one a little bit more expensive, because I'm going to running my media on for one of these, for the newer version. So when I get that one, I'll talk about that in the future. But this is going to be for my YouTube videos. So just wanted to share that with you guys. Like I said, Netgear ReadyNas. This is the 4000 version. This is very old, 2007, 2008, right? There's newer ones than this. If you're really like, want to get one, you can just go on Netgear and get a newer version of this. But this is pretty good if you're doing simple just file storing. That's it. This is perfect, right? I wouldn't recommend this for backups, really, because of the whole, it's very low powered. You could use it as a backup system. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'm really believe it, because again, you have that Spectre and thing going on, and I don't think you're gonna have updates for this. So that's why I wouldn't recommend you using it as a backup system. Right. Again, I probably need some more research, but I wouldn't use it as a backup system. I use it as some kind of redundancy for a particular file, but I wouldn't go on and say, okay, this is my backup system. No, because I don't think that this. I'm gonna look if it have updates. By all means, then yeah, because they're more likely they'll push out updates for Spectre on this. But I doubt it. 2008, I doubt it. And they have newer ones. Again, I doubt it. It's pretty old. So, because of the update issue, that's why I wouldn't use this as a backup. But as far as file backup to like your computers. Your computers have programs on them and all this other stuff, and then you're gonna run them over here. I don't feel comfortable because of the whole Spectre stuff. But as far as files, storing files on it to retrieve them later, or our external hard drive that you know you're gonna use files off of it, I think it'll definitely work. Yeah. So we have it open. It's one thing I wanted to cover, because I did some research on this and I realized it has a little bit of a snag. So here's where you put the hard drive. It goes in here. Put the hard drive in here, and okay, screw it down here on the bottom. So this is how it's locked, right? So it's normally in there like this, and normally it's supposed to squeeze this and it comes open, but like I said, this is used, and these seem to get frozen. It's like a well-known thing. So yeah, what's known as the screw method. So you get like a flat screw, flathead like this, and you put it in the second hole. So it's gonna be this one right here. Like you put it in. Put it in. I did it here. I did it earlier. See? Press it right here. Put it in here. Put it in. And it comes open. I hope, see. So that's the only snag that I see with it. But other than that, she's perfectly fine. So like I said, it's gonna be in my office. Right now I'm gonna load my YouTube videos, all my footage and the completed videos on here. I'm gonna store them on here. I'm gonna get some hard drives for it. More like it's gonna be labeled hard drive. This is server NAS hard drives, and I'm gonna load them up in here, and then I'm gonna put it somewhere in my office. Maybe I do a video on that. But, so that's what I think about this. So I think it's okay. Like I said, I think it's an okay NAS box. I wouldn't do too much work with it. It's kind of outdated. It's in 2007, 2008. But as far as like file sharing in a secure place, I would recommend using it. I wouldn't run applications on here and like that because of the whole meltdown and Spectre stuff, unless it's still being updated. I'm not sure about that. So if it's still being updated, maybe, right? But it doesn't have a lot of power under the hood. So I don't know, because Spectre is a hardware problem, so they're using software to fix the hardware problem. I am going to do a video on Spectre, I promise you I will. And so you're going to lose some power in your CPU. I think it's like, the last estimate I heard is like, what, 17 to 30% or 15 to 30%, something like that. So this is really low power as it is. So I really don't, given how old it is, I don't think they're updating it, and I just don't think they would do that. So if you really want something to run applications on or something like that, I would recommend you buying a newer model. But for what I'm going to be doing, this is perfect. Okay? See anything you like in the video, like, subscribe. You can follow me on my Facebook page, Alex Custom Tech, and Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr. Okay? And you will get when I'm making new videos and stuff like that. Alright? Like I always say, stay productive.